Hello, everyone. So many of you have heard of Sergeant Tyler Vargas Andrews, an incredible Marine. He was involved in the Kabul withdrawal, a young Marine with the Scout Sniper Platoon, and when the suicide bombing happened, he was seriously wounded. He's a double amputee and pretty renowned on social media and also in the Marine Corps. As I was researching, I came upon his retirement ceremony. So let's take a look.
The Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, Gold Star, in lieu of third award to Sergeant Tyler J. Vargas Andrews, United States Marine Corps, for professional achievement in the superior performance of his duties.
So now, again, I think the world of General Berger. I know him. We served together. Good guy. And it's kind of odd for me to see him attend Sergeant Vargas Andrews' retirement ceremony because four-star generals, Commandant of the Marine Corps, typically don't do that. But in this case, it's very understandable. I mean, the guy is very renowned, and he made an incredible sacrifice for his country. So it was good to see the Commandant and the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps there. It was quite impressive. But then something happened within the ceremony that caught my eye. As part of his retirement, he's medically retired. As part of his retirement, he got the Navy Achievement Medal, Gold Star, in lieu of third award.
The Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, Gold Star, in lieu of third award to
the Navy Achievement Medal, Gold Star, in lieu of third award. And that just blew my mind. I mean, I was just shocked to see that. Now, here's a young man that's, served his country honorably, was a double amputee, and all that we could muster was a Gold Star in lieu of a third award of the Navy Achievement Medal. I mean, you got to be shitting me. I mean, that's absurd. Who's thinking out there? Between Dave Berger and Sergeant Vargas Andrews, there's probably half a dozen generals there. So why didn't somebody say, you know what? Why don't we recognize this young Marine with an appropriate award? Because that begs the question. So if he gets a Navy Achievement Medal, Gold Star in lieu of third award, for losing two of his limbs, what would he have gotten if he'd lost one limb? I mean, we're better than this, Marine Corps. We ought to recognize our young Marines, especially when they make sacrifices. Now, granted, he got a purple heart, and he wears that proudly, but couldn't we have at least given him a Bronze Star? Or maybe a Meritorious Service Medal upon retirement? That's what we do to regular officers. So why couldn't he have done that for him? Especially when his family's there. They came all the way out from California to attend his retirement. That would have been pretty awesome, wouldn't it have? So nonetheless, I start, digging deeper into Sergeant Vargas Andrews' life, and I see his congressional testimony. It's pretty poignant. I mean, wow. He claims allegedly that, they had the suicide bomber, they'd identified him, and they refused permission to fire. Now, I wasn't there, but that's what he's claiming.
There was an inexcusable lack of accountability and negligence. The 11 Marines, 1 sailor, and 1 soldier that were murdered that day have not been answered for.
Then, guess what? His commander is General McKenzie. And McKenzie claims the opposite.
In March, we heard testimony from Sergeant Tyler Vargas Andrews, a Marine sniper at Abbey Gate. He's now a double amputee. He testified under oath that he believed he saw a person who matched the description of the Abbey Gate suicide bomber.
I requested engagement authority while my team leader was ready on the M110 semi-automatic sniper system. The response, leadership did not have the engagement authority for us. Do not engage.
Is that true?
First of all, I honor his sacrifice, everybody else who got injured or killed as a result of the Abbey Gate attack. But I can tell you there was no be on the lookout for a person meeting that description on that day or prior to that day in Afghanistan. There was no description of a bomber meeting the description that you just played that day or the day prior in and around Kabul.
So here I'm thinking, okay, you're a four-star general. First of all, you showed up a few days late at the withdrawal of Afghanistan. So, and obviously a four-star general doesn't know what's going on tactically on the ground, but nonetheless. So you lost 13 service members, and then you have around 40 are wounded, and wouldn't you take the time out to find out what the hell is going on? Now, granted, we've all been in combat, and you're looking at combat through soda straw. I mean, everybody's got his own perspective, through his gun sights. That's what they see. but it's the job of the command to bring all those soda straws together, all those pixels together, to develop a picture of what happened. So why did not Mackenzie pick up the damn phone and call up Sergeant Vargas Andrews and say, hey, what did you see out there? How are you coming up with this information? And then track it down. Or you refute it. Say, this is not what happened. This wasn't an intelligence picture. But you just ignore it and then get on, national news and say, well, he may be wrong, but I honor his service. Well, you know what, stud? If you honor his service, then why the hell didn't you make sure that he was duly recognized, especially upon his retirement? You're a 4-star general. You got your medals. I saw you get a Bronze Star. I saw you get a combat action ribbon, that everybody was awarded on the FOB. So if you can get those things, why can't we duly recognize a warrior like Sergeant Vargas Andrews? And these are the problems in the military that's happening. It's not just in the Marine Corps. Don't get me wrong. I've gotten, my last video, I've got literally dozens of messages from people across all services, with the same story, how they got shafted on an award. And the reason these awards were created by Congress was for enlisted. And then later on, Congress authorized officers to get them. And guess what's happened? Officers just taken over the entire award system for themselves. So they've got these big stacks that they walk around with, looking all cool, like peacocks. I've seen peacocks like that when I go on safaris and stuff, spreading all their colors. So we're better than this. And then you see young Marines like, Sergeant Tyler Vargas Andrews get a Navy Achievement Medal when they're retiring, and they lost an arm and a leg, and God knows how many operations he went through and the suffering that he endured. And that's all we can come up with? I mean, you got to be shitting me. We're better than this. Stay rugged. Con out.